morning. It's been a while. Thought I'd just do a quick waffle Wednesday on my way to work. Apologies if it's a bit dark this time of year driving into work. It is. I've left it till the last minute so that there's a vague chance that the light is okay. Yeah, there hasn't been much activity on the channel for sort of 2 or 3 weeks, and obviously that is due to the time of year. It's dark all the time. Every weekend it's been raining anyway, and obviously we're in the lockdown that isn't a lockdown. I've noticed zero difference. I've still had to go to work, which I'm not complaining about this time after the furlough from last time, but traffic on the roads, etc., doesn't seem any different to me. I don't go shopping, so I don't know, but you know. Anyway, there have been things going on behind the scenes with the cars. Nessa, the Land Rover, went in for a cam belt change last weekend. I couldn't film any of that because it went to a Land Rover specialist. Also to be checked over for stuff. I've got an oil leak from the transfer box, which is normal, you know. You joke about it, but Land Rovers leak oil, but they shouldn't leak oil. So I asked them to have a look at that and see what needed doing. And basically all the seals on the transfer box need changing, but also the crankshaft oil seal needs doing, because I've got a little engine oil leak from the bell housing on the gearbox, which I knew about. Again, that's a common thing with these. So because the clutch on this, although the clutch works fine, it bites really, really high, and looking through all the history of the paperwork and stuff, I don't think he's ever had a clutch. It's on 150,000 now, so I'm going to bite the bullet with it in the new year. It's booked in for January to have the clutch done, the crankshaft oil seal, and obviously the transfer box oil leaks done all in one job, because you've got to take one out to do the rest. So that'll be a big spend in January, but the Land Rover's a keeper. It's took me a while to get back into a Land Rover, a proper Land Rover, as opposed to a Freelander. No offence, but we know what we mean in Land Rover circles. So yeah, this is a keeper for me. So that's going to get done. The cam belt's all good now, and you know, when you have a cam belt done, you sort of, there's one in there somewhere. When you have a cam belt done, you sort of want to see the old one barely hanging on for life, I suppose, to justify it. The belt itself looked in good condition, although it was very, very hard. The rubber had gone hard, so it had obviously been on a fair time. Yeah, the cam belt price would have been 150 quid if everything went according to plan, but the guy did say sometimes bolts can shear off. There's bolts that go through aluminium into the cast iron block, and you know what happens there. Anyway, 3 of them sheared off, so he had to take the radiator off and all associated stuff and drill them out. So it ended up costing 250 quid, which I don't know, I don't think is a terrible price for a cam belt, but it would have been nice for it to be 150. So that's the update on the Land Rover. Everything else is pretty good. It actually starts better now with the timing belt done. I presume with a bit of wear in the timing belt, the timing had perhaps slipped out a fraction, I don't know, but you know, it doesn't start like a modern car, don't get me wrong, but it starts a lot better than it did. It certainly, you know, goes first go, if you like, so all is good there. Agatha the Allegro is now booked in to have the bodywork done on the sort of one of the last videos that I did where I took her to the body shop. He's come back to me with a price that I think is very favourable, which I'm not going to divulge, you know, because either people will think I'm mental or not, but it's it's a considerable sum of money, shall we say, but it's still a fair price in my opinion. I'm going to have the 2 dented doors done and the bonnet done. That he basically priced it up for me as 2 prices, the bonnet and the doors, which were going to get done whatever, but also on the passenger side, the wing and the passenger door front that had got holes in that I crudely filled last year. I thought the price was that acceptable that it was worth him doing it all in one go. So although it's not having a full respray, I don't want that. There's still going to be blemishes on it, there's still going to be imperfections, which is kind of what I want. I know people think I'm crazy, but I don't want it to look perfect, but I don't want it to look like an old nail either. So the Allegro goes in end of November, Saturday the 28th of November I think the date is, and I've told him basically he can have it for as long as he wants it over the winter period, because it will just be parked into the garage anyway. So I doubt I'd be doing anything over December, January myself on it, mainly because fingers crossed that the lockdown does end on, what is it, December the 2nd, 3rd, I don't know, because the revised date for collecting my new camper van is Friday the 4th of December, because hopefully the dealership can open up again then. Should have been this Friday the 20th. Got offered a delivery on it, but I actually, as I've never had a brand new vehicle, I wanted to go to a showroom and feel like it was special driving it away and all that crap, and I didn't really want some fat bloke called Colin covered in tattoos delivering it to my house. I wanted to be the first person to drive it. Just silly stuff. But so yeah, December the 4th, new camper van, and then hopefully a few little jobs on that, which I'll do on my other channel. If you didn't know, I set up a camper van channel, which might not interest some of you lot, because it's going to be about places that I've gone to, and the odd camper van tinkering thing, but hopefully there's no tinkering because it's brand new. So yeah, that's really it. I'm nearly at work now, and I've gone bloody over 7 minutes. Ridiculous, considering this was supposed to be quick. Obviously I've missed you all so much. I shall catch you whenever, don't know when. Stay safe in this lockdown that isn't a lockdown. See you later.